Recently, one of my friend's tweets went semi-viral in the Porter Robinson and G Jones fan bases. The tweet was in reference to G Jones playing a new Virtual Self track in his set at the Caverns for Allegory of the Rave 2. The tweet said, quote, "Wake up baby, new Virtual Self ID just dropped," end quote, with a clip of the part of the set where G Jones played it. Side note, the Caverns show was recorded by iyomaroo, who was a champion for recording both the Day 1 and Day 2 G Jones sets from Allegory of the Rave 2. Links to the recordings will be in the description. For a fan tweet about Virtual Self, the tweet blew up, getting the attention of Dancing Astronaut, who caught wind of it and tweeted about it as well. The virality of the original tweet, as well as this tweet, and the drought that Virtual Self fans have been experiencing for years now, meant that people were going wild about this, as it was the first truly substantially new thing from Virtual Self since Second Sky 2022 and the Austin, Texas show on the Nurture Live Tour in 2021. Unfortunately, the excitement came to a halt as someone on the G Jones Discord said they talked to Greg after the show. Quote, "He told me right before the Caverns, Porter gave him a ton of Virtual Self live music and a ton of unused demos and scrap stuff for him to play in his set. Basically, this means that G Jones now has the power to give us new unreleased Virtual Self every so often at his shows." Recently gaining access to the Porter Robinson News Twitter and Instagram accounts, I took to Twitter to provide context and report the news about the track being scrapped, also DMing Dancing Astro in the process. I was unfortunately the bearer of bad news on this day. I do have some good news, however. Now, this video may seem kind of pointless since this whole thing has been resolved and everyone is on the same page, and I kind of want this video to have a reason for existing and to provide something new and cool to you, the viewer. So right now, I'm going to showcase something that I think deserves to be heard. While this Virtual Self track will never be released, a few of my friends have banded together to remake it, and to say that I'm impressed would be an understatement. The song that comes in after this at the end is called Triple H 888 by Shards, and it's really fucking sick, and you should all go check it out. I'll link it in the description. A final thing to add was that this was not the only Virtual Self track G Jones played at the Caverns. He also played the opening track to the Virtual Self live shows, the Virtual Self edit of Deep Mash Halcyon, along with DJ Red Alert and Mike Slammer in Effect, mashed up with Sam Binger BFT. And at the previous Allegory of the Rave show in 2023, Greg played the unreleased Virtual Self track Dry Your Eyes, And if we expand to other G. Jones DJ sets, he also played the edit of Lamont Titanic, mashed up with Prida Stay With Me many times now. If you enjoyed that, make sure to let me know in the comments. If you think it was terrible, you can 1v3 Bagriel, Shadow 10 and Jido on the battleground known as Discord. And most importantly, have a good one.